With the way that they were covering Giannis, kind of showing doubles as soon as he was touching the ball in the post, just what do you think of him making the right pass and kind of getting your guys' ball movement started?
I think obviously when you got a dominant player like Giannis, team's gonna give him a lot of attention, and in a situation like that where they just load up and send bodies at him, that alone can be offense for us. And a lot of times we just played out of that knowing that it would generate offense because of them putting two guys on one. And it can only be great if he's willing to make the right passes and give himself up. And, I thought he did a great job of that tonight.
Just kind of the shooting that you guys had tonight. I'm thinking of a play. Gary gets a look, and then he passes up, and it's to AJ, and AJ's one of the best shooters in the league. He passes it up to you. Like, when you guys get the ball moving like that, just how tough do you guys become to defend?
I think we're really tough, because we got a lot of guys that can make shots. And when we just continue to make that extra one and we continue to trust each other, not only is it just good for the team morale, but I think the spirit of the team, just the style that we play, I think it just gives us energy, when the next guy is giving himself up for somebody else to get a shot, even though he's a great shooter. So I think that's what winning is about. Those are the types of things that allow teams to build and, work towards the things that we want to work towards.
Before the trade deadline, there were 7 games where 6 or more players were in double digits, but ever since then, there have been 5 games already. Can you just speak to the scoring spreading and the new pieces, of course, that attribute to that?
I think it's just been our trust is growing. I can tell just from being out there and watching, like, Giannis is enjoying having another forward that's, like, running out and slashing the way Kuz is. He's finding them on cuts. He's throwing the ball ahead to him. And because of Kuz running out sometimes, it's causing the defense to flatten out, and he's throwing it ahead to me. He's diving, he's accepting the double team and making plays. And I just think the trust, like I said before, and how we giving ourselves up and moving the ball is allowing guys to have more opportunities. And it's just creating better balance, as far as scoring.
How big has Gary been off the bench for you guys, especially with no Bobby as of late?
He's been huge. Obviously, Bobby is our biggest punch off the bench. It's been that way in Milwaukee since before I got here. And with him being out of the lineup, it's really important for us to get good production from our bench. We've had a lot of guys step up, but I think GT's ability to make tough shots, to make threes and open up the floor for us because of his shooting has been huge. And how aggressive he's been, and him making shots and making things happen on that end has been good for us.
You mentioned Giannis being willing to make the right play if there's 2 on him, but the shooting you have around him, what does that do in terms of letting him do what he does best and get downhill and attack?
I think it makes it hard on teams. Obviously, they know they're not going to put one guy in front of them and stop him. So you got to load up. And, I think having me out there and TP out there and GT out there and AJ and Brooke, everybody can shoot the ball. And the fact that he's willing to give it up, I think it only makes him harder to deal with, because now it's like, do we load up and let these guys just, shoot us out of the building, or do we let them go against one guy and lay the ball up and dunk and get somebody in foul trouble all night? So I think because he's been willing to make those plays, it's made us better offensively.
This is the first time all season you guys are 9 games over 500. What does it feel like to kind of build stuff after the All-Star break, like to find a groove like this?
I think it feels good just because it's happening at the right time. As the season goes on, you know that you're going to have adversity. It's going to be ups and downs. And I'm just proud of our team for never giving in to, the moments we've had. We've had a lot of times where it feels like we're hitting our stride, and then we have a few bumps or we have some injuries, and we just haven't been discouraged by it. And we've continued to stay together and try to find ways to grow. And now being 9 games over, I think we're also finding ourselves. We trust in more than we have all year. I think our spirit is as good as it's been all year, just throughout the team. And it's happening at the right time, and we got to hold on to that and continue to build on that.
Going off of that, this is a very road-heavy month for you guys. I'm sure you kind of answered it in that last response, but is there anything in particular that gives you confidence that you're going to be able to take care of these opponents on the road?
Just that it's something that we're aware of, our struggles on the road. And the conversation within our team has been, let's take the show on the road. I think we've had comeback wins at home. We've had wins over good teams at home. big nights at home, and then, you know, we have letdowns on the road. And I think we played a solid game against Houston, at Houston, a good team. We just couldn't make shots, didn't finish it, and then we go home and beat a good team in Denver, and then we come in here, you know, and this is a team that can score the ball, they play fast, they got some guys that can fill it up, and you get one done. And I think for us, we got to continue to build on that, especially going into the playoffs. You know, we got to take the show on the road and, you know, take that challenge of turning that around.